Welcome to the show, Lorraine Trudeau from the Jake Epp Public Library, who is complaining that it's so cold in the studio. You brought these pencils that they can tell temperature?
Well, they change colors with the heat of your hands.
So this is part of the summer reading program package that the kids get.
Yes, but in this room, they don't change colors because there's no heat in here.
I can't get it to change colors. So maybe it's just because I'm cold-blooded or cold-hearted. So the kids, tell me about the kids' summer reading program and maybe why kids should get involved in this thing.
Well, we know that studies show that if the children don't read for 2 months, that their reading skills or reading levels can drop almost 2 grades. So Our focus and our goal is to have the kids excel in their reading levels throughout the summer.
But isn't reading the high score in the video game that you've been playing all summer like reading?
It's playing. When you're playing, you're learning, and what our goal is to have kids read all summer. We have great incentives, and we are going to present them with an awesome reading club this summer. They don't want to miss it.
Now, the reading club stuff that you've got here, this is really cool. They just automatically get this prize package when they sign
register.
Up?
That's right. They need a library card. Mom and dad need to come down with them.
Yeah.
Register. And all we ask is for them to read a minimum of 30 minutes a day. And I'm sure that's not difficult to do.
No.
Or they can be read to for 30 minutes a day. And if they're on a road trip, they can listen to an audiobook in the car while they're traveling.
And they can win a big prize.
Oh, they can win
Okay, tell me about the prize.
Prizes. There's a grand prize. Thank goodness we have Mary Jane Hebert here in this community because her travel company donated a trip for 2 to Toronto. The winning child and the parent.
So I read every day, and then I could win a trip.
You have to be between kindergarten and grade 8. So, Trevor, you don't qualify, but all the children that are in K to 8. So it's for all those kids from K to 8 that have to read every day.
And how many kids you got in this thing already?
We've got over 500 registered already. And the doors are still open. We want them to keep coming in and register.
That's incredible.
It's going to be so much fun. And the library's really looking great. It's all about our theme, go.
Lorraine Trudeau from the Jake Epp Public Library. We're talking about summer. The library gets busier in summer, is that right?
That's right. We're always much busier in the summer because of our summer reading clubs and our craft programs and our movie nights and nights, and so we've got so much going on at the library. But it's the heart of the city is the library.
I think I agree. I mean, the garden there next to what a fantastic place. Get a book, go out and read, and we'll talk a little bit about adult summer reading coming up in just a bit. But the kids' summer reading, you've turned reading into a sport.
Actually, I was contacted by the Winkler Public Librarian, and she asked me if we would like to have a friendly competition, community against community, to see who can read the most minutes. And so this year, we're basing our reading on minutes, 30 minutes a day. Okay. And so we're in a friendly competition, Trev, with the city of Winkler. And I told Mary, I says, why are you even bothering asking me? Because you know we're going to win.
Well, obviously. Can they read in Winkler?
Yes, they can.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sure that Mary, their head librarian, is a real firecracker, and she's going to get them going. She's had them pumped.
She's not going to out firecracker you, though, Lorraine Trudeau.
I don't know. Anything is possible, but I have to have
here we go. Well, okay, so us against them, this side versus that side of the river. If we know anything from the Steinbach Pistons and the Winkler Flyers, clearly this is going to be some pretty good competition here.
It is, and it's just asking the kids to excel in their reading skills. And so the more minutes that they read every day, the greater the chance we have of taking over on Winkler.
There you go. Steinbach versus Winkler in a summer read-off. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so we'll sign up for that program at the library.
Yes.
So kids, head there. Lorraine Trudeau will give you a nice little prize pack. You can win that trip to Toronto, and you can beat Winkler.
Yay.
Teaching our kids to beat Winkler at an early age. I love it. Lorraine Trudeau from the Jake Epp Public Library. Summer is the busiest time for the library. Everybody's taking out those books. And that's one thing that I found. I've had a book sitting by the bedside now for probably almost a month, the new Dan Brown Inferno book. I can't get this thing finished because I don't have time. So that's one thing I'm hoping for in summer, to do some more summer reading. But I have some questions for you. You have some recommendations about books that we should read. We'll do that before 8 o'clock. But I have a couple questions about taking books out of the library in summer.
Okay.
This is my segment I call Ask the Librarian. So let's say I take out a book from the library and it's summer, so I go to the beach. And what if I'm floating on my air mattress and I reach for my iced tea and I accidentally drop the book in the water? What happens then?
You just bought a book?
Okay. So let's say I'm going to the beach and I'm lying on my air mattress, but I'm on the sand and I reach for my iced tea and I knock the book over and it goes into the sand on the beach. Now what happens?
Well, then you just scoop the sand off the book and you bring it back. Hopefully it's not damaged.
Do you get books coming back in summer with sand in them?
Actually, we get more. Honestly, we get more books back with sand in them in the winter.
What?
Yeah.
Winter holidays. Of course, that's funny. Do you collect all that sand and sell it in little jars? Authentic Mexican sand? No?
Never thought of doing that.
Okay. Lorraine Trudeau from the Jake Epp Public Library. Some thoughts from you on books that we should read this summer.
Oh, there are so many great choices. The new James Patterson book that just came out, Second Honeymoon. And then there's the Jeanette Walls, a new book that just released. It's called Silver Star, and it is amazing. If you've read The Glass Castle by this author, I know you've read it.
We did that in a book club thing, yes.
Oh, well.
And this new one you said was about bullying or had
yeah, there's some bullying, and it's really a well-written book, and it's I read it in a day, so it's a wonderful book. And then there's Khaled Hosseini's new book, if you've read The Kite Runner or A Thousand Splendid Suns.
Okay.
Newest book is called The Mountains and the Mountains Echoed.
And this is set in Afghanistan?
It's set in Afghanistan, as all of his books are. And, it is so gut-wrenching. It is wonderful. But I think there's a waiting list for that one. So I don't even know.
There will be now.
There will be now, yeah.
Well, Lorraine Trudeau at the Jake Epp Public Library and all the other folks that work there can always give you a great recommendation on some summer reading. Thanks for hanging out with us here, Lorraine, and all the best with the summer reading program.
Oh, thank you for having me, and I look forward to seeing all these kids read all summer long.
Oh, yeah, we're going to take down Winkler in this
Yay.
contest. Yeah.